Hello. How are you? I hope you can cope with this. I hope you're okay. So, this video is titled The More You Feel, the More You Heal. Now, why do I say this? Because when it comes to existence itself, you want to come back to presence, here and now. Just to love that you're existing, that you can experience. Because this is the true you. The observer that can be, have and do anything for eternity. Because this, because of that, la 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 la. Nothing created this reality. You are nothing for eternity, which is the infinite potential, which decides to be love, which is what you are. You are love, and so are everyone and everything else. And just look at babies and children before the programming of schools, parents, society, culture, social media today, money, what we think we should strive for and do. Children play. They exist. And they allow themselves to feel the moment that they're in. You see a toddler running around and he's falling and starts to cry. And then he cries and screams for a minute or some seconds, and then he's back to normal, like nothing happened. Children are closer to Source. They are closer to God, because they were more recently in that realm. But here on earth we're programmed to believe that this reality is everything. We believe in separation. We believe that we need to prove our worth, that we're not worthy as we are. Society tells us that you're only worthy if you get a girl, have sex, have money, have status, have friends, get a good education, get a good job. Get fit, get tan. Become better than the person next to you. Competition, separation. And this is what the Matrix works on. And your body is programmed to believe in this, I guess. When you go out dating, you're competing with people, for people. It's not an act of abundance. And when we look at the Yuga cycle as it is as of now, we are in low consciousness. And the lower the consciousness is, the more we act in a way of separation, that it's me against the world. But right now we're going through an awakening process. And this process is about you coming back to your true self, which is the universe, everything, God, truth, consciousness. And since I experience my life through my character, since I am conscious, I'm actually talking to myself right now. you actually are another incarnation of myself. Because God is everything and decides to experience this life on earth. But somewhere along this line, we stop feeling. Maybe your parents told you that you're too much. Maybe your teacher told you to be silent. Maybe you were punished because you expressed your emotions. So you were taught that you can't be honest. You can't be your honest self. Maybe someone bullied you because you were too much. Something wanted you to grow up, to be tough, to be strong. If you're going to awaken, you have to become soft again towards yourself. You need to forgive yourself. You need to allow yourself to be alone. For me, that has been better because you don't feel like friends or someone you know judges you. You can truly be yourself if you're completely alone. You can cry, you can scream, you can heal. You can follow your intuition, what you feel is most honest towards yourself. And the last year for me has been a lot of crying on this awakening process. Because the body carries a lot of trauma. Maybe from childhood, maybe the trauma that I exist in this world, where I think I'm separate from everyone and everything, that I'm all alone. But that's a lie. You're not separate from God. God is you and everyone. And the truth is that the kingdom of heaven should be within. There's really nothing you seek but yourself. And this is what awakening is eventually. I haven't realized this completely yet, but I have glimpses of it from time to time where I feel at peace when I'm alone. Because if you just looked at myself a year ago, I needed someone else to see me. I needed a partner. I thought I needed a girlfriend, a soulmate. But this journey is you realizing, or you're kind of telling your body, your inner child, that you can hold yourself. And you hold yourself by feeling this moment, sitting down and looking at your shadow, looking at what you carry. Because the true God has to be unconditional, loves you unconditionally. And it's just waiting for you to join in. I thought about like analogies to explain this. And I would imagine like a guy standing in a swimming pool with maybe water up to his chest, and the water is completely still. The monk that has found peace within, he's just standing there with the water completely still. And the stronger the ego becomes, the more the individual believes in separation, that you need to prove worth, the more harm you do upon the water around you. You splash what's around you, and it creates waves and kind of distortions everywhere. It's not still, it's not at peace. And these people that do this are the ones with the most separation trauma. They had an experience in childhood that was probably horrible. Maybe a neglect from their mother. Maybe girls have rejected them for a long time. So they think they need to like force something upon the world. And then you get the Hitlers, the Stalins, the serial killers. These are the one that splashes the water around them and creates the waves. And they can continue on, splashing, splashing, splashing. Trying to force something. But the water just goes with the current. And I guess this is the world. But what happens after when you find peace again? The water becomes still. There's no waves anymore. And I guess this is what planet Earth is, as of now. A world of duality, separation. We believe in good, we fight for the good. We believe in evil, we fight for the evil. And creates these waves, creates matter. But eventually, the water will become still again. It always comes back to peace. And you can splash the water, reject God. Reject the mystery as much as you want. But God is still there. God is still you. God is still everything. And this is hard for the ego to accept. That if we accepted God, there wouldn't be this world. This world wouldn't exist as it does. Because if all the animals, if all humans truly believed in atonement, at one-ment, you wouldn't strive for anything. You would be still. And in this stillness, you find peace. Not left or right, but the center. And that peace is what you have always been chasing. And the Matrix tells you that you can feel this peace once you get to have sex, once you get the paycheck, once you get the job, once you get the education. This is the lie in the world, in society. Once you join the military, once you are good towards your government or whatever. And this is hard for the ego to cope with. I feel this when I say these words. What? Life doesn't have a meaning? What am I supposed to do? How do we truly stop? It's difficult, it's hard. And I've experienced this on psychedelics. Because when you take mushrooms, for example, psilocybin, I haven't tried DMT yet, I'm not brave enough. But the filters are removed. You access the deepest part of yourself, and this is love, this is inner peace. And in that state, when you truly feel your emotions, when you get rid of the filters, all the beliefs you thought you had, that you thought you had to be handsome, rich, whatever, fit, it doesn't matter. Once you cry it out, scream it out, what your body has been carrying. Once you heal yourself, you can come back to this peace all alone. You detach from the world because you realize that you are love. And from this standpoint, you can love the world around you, as within, so without. If you want a more loving world, everything starts from within. You can't fix anyone. The only task here is to fix yourself. And there's not really anything to fix, but your body doesn't believe this yet, so you need to sit with your inner child, sit with your body, and be honest. What do you carry? What do you believe? Oh, I believe archons are eating me and feeding off my fear. Okay. Let them eat you. How does that feel when they truly feed off of your fear? You see? You're not denying it. You just accept, you allow everything that happens. I believe that I'm in hell. Pain exists here. I feel like I'm coerced around. I need to go to a job. There's conditions I'm a slave to. Okay, allow it to be. It's okay, you're still here. I love you. And one day, we will wake up smiling from this dream together. Because this is what nothing decides to do. This is the best story everything can do. Create a world where you thought everything was real, only to wake up and realize I was always nothing and everything and God and eternity, and so are everything else. I am everything I desire. I am everything I hate. It's all just a joke. Your ego is not going to believe this, but when you truly feel this pain of existential crisis and you allow yourself to just sit with that unpleasant feeling, you'll come back to peace eventually, I believe. So, take care of yourself on this journey. I love you.